You'll recall the IPCC working group reports released in March and April of this year, which show us definitively that we must act now and with a sense of urgency. These reports tell us that we can act and that we must act. Today there was a report of the new climate economy, the commission under former President of Mexico, Calderon, and with the advice and counsel of Nick Stern, who had produced an earlier Stern report along similar lines. And that report tells us that climate action is good for the economies of the future, for the economies of the world. It will be the way to provide better jobs and opportunities for young citizens of the future. And what we are saying from a climate justice perspective, yes, but we want it done equitably. We want to see the values of an ethical approach to the new climate economy. We want to see it done in a climate justice way. So I really look forward to the discussion of the panel, because until comparatively recently, we didn't talk about climate from a people-centered position. We didn't talk about the impacts it was already having on the poorest who are least responsible and the injustice of that. We didn't talk about the fact that there are still a very large number who don't have access to clean energy, or indeed proper energy at all, the 1.3 billion who don't have access to electricity, or a much larger figure, the 2.7 billion that still cook on open fires, on charcoal and wood and animal dung, and ingest fumes. And we've learned recently in a Lancet report, 4 million people approximately die a year from indoor fumes, from the smoke from the cooking, etc. So, and of course, the vast majority are women. So my foundation has been very conscious of the gender dimensions of climate change. Indeed, the day before the climate summit, the evening before, my foundation and UN Women are bringing women leaders together, women heads of state, women business leaders, women indigenous leaders, young women, women from civil society, to discuss together how women can emphasize the dimensions of intergenerational injustice, the future generations who depend on us, the questions they'll ask if we don't take the right decisions. So it really is a pleasure to talk about this in the Carnegie Council, to encourage the Carnegie Council to continue to put the emphasis you're placing on an ethical approach to the key issues that we have to address. And nothing, to me, is more of a human rights issue, a development issue, a moral issue than climate change. Thank you very much. Thank you.